Did you have any involvement in Dennis's looks?
Oh, all the time. I used to do his hair and makeup all the time. I would approve everything.
Did he feel any type of way about like the pushback or the criticism?
Never. Dennis never sweated anybody's opinion. Never, ever.
So, like 30 years you've known him, yeah?
Yeah. And when I first met Peggy, she came on because Dennis would come to my charity events that I was involved with. I remember the first time I met her was at the Fontainebleau Hotel. She was always so pushy. And, you know, I'd be having a conversation with Dennis and she'd push right in the middle. And I was like, bitch, you better back up.
That's thirsty as hell.
I always thought that the manager should be in the background, but Peggy always wanted just to insert herself right in everything that was going on. She would go and introduce herself to other people that were powerful people. You know, people who are real estate moguls and this,
Trying to network up.
always passing her card out to everybody.
And I've seen that business card.
I didn't know that she was representing key players.
She was representing quite a few
I know.
people.
That's right. Peggy had a knack for turning one connection into a web of influence.
If you're in the inner sanctum of a celebrity, it helps you break down the barriers of getting in with other celebrities.
You think, oh, well, if X, Y, and Z are working with her, she must be legit, and therefore I'll trust her with my millions of dollars. And before you know it, you have a whole roster of individuals.
Here's how I see it. Peggy started with one pro athlete, using that win to gain trust from others. Ricky Williams signed a deal with the Saints worth up to $68.4 million. Dennis Rodman earned over $27 million in his career. And in million-dollar players like Travis Best, Lex Hillard, and Rashad McCants, it seems like Peggy was running her own million-dollar high-stakes fantasy league. But somehow, the scoreboard only showed Peggy in the lead.
So she was using the connections
To
of
something bigger and better.
Yes.
Another fish, you know, a parasite. I'm very in tune to nonverbal communication and body language. And so I knew when I first saw her, this is not a good person. And I tried to tell Dennis that from day one, and he was like, oh, Elaine, hush up. Meanwhile, when it's time to start doing some accounting, Dennis had issues. More often than not, his card wouldn't go through.
Really?
I was always picking up the check.
And he never seemed concerned about it?
No, not really. Anytime I'd ever ask Dennis about certain things when it come to finances, he would shut me down. Don't worry about it. He would tell me that they have him on a tight budget. I'll get you back. I'll get you back. I was like, Dennis, you know, you are a superstar, an NBA superstar, and your credit card won't go through? What's going on here? Something ain't right here. You can't pick up dinner?
The declined credit cards were just the beginning. Pretty soon, the whole financial picture was looking shady.